Hello and welcome to a special Burma in Focus program of Asia Calling. In today's program, we hear arguments against and in favour of taking part in the country's flawed elections next month. And we talk to an underground youth movement using music to fight the repressive military regime.
After last Friday's raid.
Asia Calling is a 60-minute weekly current affairs program produced by Indonesia's only independent national radio news agency, KBR 68H.
Asia Calling looks behind the headlines to investigate the crucial issues facing the region. We do this with a network of over 20 correspondents throughout the region, and they bring with them their language skills and their local knowledge to be able to provide unique insights into why things are happening and trends about how Asia is changing today. They also not only speak to the politicians and the experts, but they really focus on getting the voice of the people who are affected by events and also the people who are changing their world for the better.
Asia Calling provides listeners with a window on Asia through a network of award-winning correspondents.
Working for Asia Calling in China has been a really great opportunity. It's basically given me an excuse to go out and speak to lots of different people about how the political, social and economic changes here are affecting their lives. There are a couple of things I really love about the program. One is the diversity in voices, not just in terms of who we interview, but also in terms of our correspondents. We have people from India, from Pakistan, Afghanistan, Indonesia, Thailand, Japan, all reporting on the kinds of local issues affecting their communities and providing really unique insights into these issues.
Set up in 2003, Asia Calling is the only program of its kind in the region.
The idea behind it is that I feel at that time the exchange information among Asians is very limited. And usually we have to depend on a news agency from either Europe or United States or Australia to know something that's actually quite close to us. After 98, Indonesia enjoyed the freedom of the press, and then it makes the initiative come out, and that's opened the opportunity to do something differently. Many countries in Asia don't have yet freedom of information, so we have obligation also to share this opportunity to do the same, the common program, and promoting the free press in Asia too.
Hello and welcome to Asia Calling. In today's program, we're catching...
Today, Asia Calling is translated in 10 languages and broadcast by stations in Afghanistan, Pakistan, Burma, Nepal, Indonesia, Cambodia, Thailand, Singapore, the Philippines, and Australia. Today, Asia Calling is heard in 11 countries via over 300 radio stations. Millions of people across the region tune in to Asia Calling every week.
According to our listening to Asia Calling, I think that it provides education and knowledgement for society or climate change or other problems. For example, the political change in Burma that led by military and the country prepare election. The global warming, it is a cause of the sea level rise and the religious conflict, or race discrimination and other issues. Asia Calling program is part of human resource education.
Asia Calling is also having a positive impact on journalists and media across the region.
We bring the journalists here to Jakarta for 4 days of intensive radio feature making training with an experienced outside trainer as well as myself as their mentor here in Jakarta, and we really hone their skills to bring them up to an international standard of journalism. And they not only go back to their countries and produce better stories for Asia Calling, more sound-rich, more creative and more investigative style reporting, but we've also heard from them that they go back and they teach their other colleagues, their friends who are also journalists, and their other media organisations that they work for about these new skills that they gained here in Jakarta. So therefore, through them, we're lifting the standard of journalism across Asia.
Correspondents say working for Asia Calling has changed the way they report.
For Asia Calling, this is Mudassar Shah in Jalalabad, Afghanistan. I don't like working for Asia Calling, but I love working for Asia Calling because it has given me international standard skills. I had worked in the media before, but Asia Calling polished my skills and provided me training that broadened my understanding and pushed me to work at a high quality international level. Asia Calling has given me freedom to bring original stories from tribal Pakistan to the world without bias. My heart and soul are satisfied when I listen my stories on Asia Calling.
Asia Calling also holds forums and off-air events that provide a space for the further exchange of ideas.
Yeah, we want to make this program is just not a radio broadcasting program, but we also want to have kind of networking for all stakeholders of Asia Calling. Those are the partners, the journalists, and also the societies in Asia, that we still share common issues together. We discuss these issues in real life, not just through radio programs or articles, but we meet and talk together and we discuss our problem, our issues together to share experience among each others and to learn what is the best and what we should not do in the frame of to make Asia Calling as a very unique program.
Asia Calling's 2010 forum focused on how Asian countries can bring about positive change in Burma.
I think it's a good idea because, don't talk about Asia or ASEAN. Even Burma and Thailand, we are next door. People in Burma don't know about Thailand, people in Thailand don't know about Burma. No? Yeah. So it's good to have exchange, get to know more, and I think, and the fact that it's translated into different languages, I think it's good.
Asia Calling continues to expand its reach.
Radio will be more expand, more countries, and even in one country maybe we have opportunity to get more stations, and other areas we want to have audiovisual for television.
Asia Calling is your window on Asia.
And that's all for this edition of Asia Calling, produced in the studios of KBR 68H, Indonesia's largest independent news agency. If you'd like to get in touch with the program, please send an email to asiacalling@gmail.com. You can also find us online at asiacalling.org, also on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Rebecca Henschke. Thanks for your company. Goodbye for now.